Welcome back, everybody, to the Jen and Thomas mockcast, recorded in front of a live studio audience. Here is your host, Thomas. Hey, everybody, how you doing? It's good to be here. Always good to be back, featuring a new cocktail. But I'm not alone this week. I know what you're all thinking. Thomas, it's normally a solo show. Not today. Today, with us, we have a very special guest, the 29 and 1 week old Brandon Churchill. Brandon, how you doing?
Doing all right.
How does it feel to be older than me?
Well, thank God we're doing mocktails today because I think I've had enough alcohol to sink 10 battleships.
Yes. I guess that would be a lot. I don't know. What how many is that? Like 2?
I don't know. Use my key from the previous
2 alcohols?
episodes.
Yeah, the key. Okay. Well, so anyway, everybody, as you know, this is the Jen and Thomas mockcast during dry January here. So we are doing non-alcoholic this month, which has been a bit of a controversial subject here in the studio when we were making this. And our live studio audience this week is, of course, Danielle. And I don't know,
Woo! Woo!
Brandon, I don't know if you can hear that, but I feel like I hear some scurrying.
In the corner?
Yeah.
That's where I heard it from.
Oh my God, she's coming out from under the couch. Oh my God.
We haven't seen this in a long time.
Oh my, it's the corner goblin herself, CG.
Woo!
So, like I said, live studio audience this week.
The whole team is here.
The whole team is here. But so anyway, Brandon, it's been your birthday week, and we're going to get into it. We have a lot to talk about, but before we start talking about such things, we got to talk about what we're drinking today.
Please.
And so our mocktail for today is the Golden Hour Spritz, a bright and citrus-forward spritz that pairs beautifully with salty snacks.
Like what?
Well, today in the studio we have Bold Chex Mix, which we poured out in a bowl, but everyone is off limits to because of the crunching.
You're welcome.
Yeah, we did spend about 15 minutes before recording just crunching into the microphone.
You're welcome, future me. We got that out of the way.
Yeah. Our studio audience is allowed, but we actually make them go into the other room to chew it, just so we don't have any static.
It is awfully crunchy.
Yeah, it is, especially those rye chips that are in it.
Correct.
Yeah. The ingredients for this one, Brandon: 1.5 ounces of Wilderton Bittersweet Aperitivo, which is our non-alcoholic spirit of today.
Aperitivo?
Yeah.
We'll get into
it. 4 ounce of Sanpellegrino Aranciata?
Check out the Instagram for the spelling.
Aranciata. I can't be... I'm probably in the minority of not knowing how to say, because what did I try to call a Sanpellegrino or something? And then Danielle was like...
Drano?
Sanpellegrino. And then you garnish with a Castelvetrano olive.
So
it's a little garnish.
I don't know if we did exactly like 4 ounces. I just kind of topped it.
Yeah.
Because we have like a rocks glass.
But we measured out the first one. It was like 3.5, almost 4. So, and then directions: build ingredients over ice in a double old-fashioned glass. We just have a regular one, and garnish with a skewered olive and a side of salty snacks.
Check and check.
Yeah. So our spirit here, Wilderton non-alcoholic botanical spirit bittersweet aperitivo, a complex blend of grapefruit, orange blossom, and aromatic herbs, and lush and zesty with a satisfying bittersweet finish.
Did you say herbs?
Herbs. Sorry. I know I said herbs, and I was like, what the fuck did I just say?
All right.
It says tasting notes: aromatic, herbal, and bittersweet. So we smelled this.
Smelled it?
Said
smelled it.
we smelled it.
Sorry.
Smelt?
I heard smelt. I don't know.
I don't know
what's going on.
Look, man, this not drinking is really affecting my mental clarity.
I think you should just drink to be a better person.
I'm almost there. No, but so we smelled this, and we were kind of like, "Is this a pickle juice? What's going on here?"
Yeah, it smells pickly, right?
Yeah. So we're gonna give it a taste.
Cheers. The audience. Ooh, a little pickly.
Almost like Campari.
I have no words.
It has like pickly and bitter.
I'm getting like a vinegar Campari.
Yeah, that's a good way to describe it, I think. Corner Goblin is making a horrible face.
Corner Goblin is. We had her try a couple things today. She's not enjoying anything I brought to the party
She
tonight.
is not gobbling this one up. Oh, that is rough, dude. What is this supposed to be?
It's an aperitivo. Let's look up what that is real quick.
Aperitivo makes me think of like aperitif, as opposed to a digestif. I don't know about you. Well, I guess I do know about you, but I'm going to get into this.
Well, an
Tank
aperitivo
7.
is similar to an aperitif. Aperitivo means to open, so it's kind of what you open up with, wet the
Right.
palate, so to speak. And aperitivo is traditionally a northern Italian tradition. Pretty interesting.
Italian, so like, isn't Campari Italian?
I believe so.
Interesting.
Hold on a second. Wilderton.
While you're looking that up, I'm going to tell the guests that I am actually drinking a Tank 7 from Boulevard Brewing Company.
And pretty good? Not good?
Delicious. Love Tank 7. High alcohol percentage on that. And it's a, I think it's a Saison.
I don't know. But real quick, one more thing for the Bittersweet Aperitivo by Wilderton. On their website, award-winning. It's 4.5 stars after 105 reviews. It says, invite a refreshing new expression to the new golden hour with Bittersweet Aperitivo. The intriguing blend of grapefruit, orange blossom, and aromatic herbs will invigorate your taste buds, while the pleasing bittersweet finish will leave you wanting another. Just add soda water, ice, a twist of fresh lemon for the perfect sunset libation. I think that would be pretty good. But we're doing more of a cocktail rather than a general soda water and thing.
Right.
But I'm ready to try it if you guys are.
What is this called?
The Golden Hour Spritz.
Got it. Okay. Rather give her a shot. No pun intended.
The Sanpellegrino really balances it out.
Okay.
You got to stir yours a little bit, man.
No, I did.
All right, yours looks pretty heavy on the bottom. Granted, I do have that olive garnish right up in my nose, but it is still a little too pickly for me.
Mine's well balanced.
Yeah, but I had the olive right in my nose.
Right.
I think, I'm not gonna lie, I think a pinch of salt in this might help.
Or like some celery bitters.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess you can't do that because it's alcoholic, right?
Well, so I don't know. A lot of non-alcoholic recipes call for like a bitter or something because it's 45%, but you're using a couple of drops.
Yeah.
So I'm personally not doing it. And there was one recipe that called for this that actually wanted a non-alcoholic beer, and I was like, awesome. But that non-alcoholic beer, it said less than 0.5%. I'm like, can't swing it.
That's like cheating.
So, yeah. No, I do like this. I just feel like maybe some celery salt in there instead of regular salt.
Yeah, that's maybe what I meant.
Yeah, but some celery bitters would be good. I'd be interested in trying the alcohol version of this. Maybe get some, what was the other? Not Campari. We used it in the paper crane. Aperol.
Yeah, Aperol.
Aperol might work in this. Maybe a Jaeger as well. But
Jesus, Jaeger might be overpowering.
Maybe.
It's a very strong flavor.
But I think the aperitif with this Sanpellegrino is
Really
the
good.
move because
Really
it
good.
adds the citrus, it adds the sweetness, and it really blends with the bitterness here.
Well, as opposed to like our past mocktails that we've been
Oh,
doing.
real quick. Love the color.
Very good color.
Okay, but
Beautiful.
anyway, like our past mocktails?
I think this is the best mocktail we've done yet.
Mm-hmm,
It's very, very cocktail-esque.
Well, and what I wanted to do is, like the last couple weeks, I wanted to go for something simple. We
Two
might
ingredients
Yeah.
and a garnish.
Yeah, and the other ones was the same thing. It was like a Coke, and we did ginger beer with those last ones.
They were
But this one really does
okay.
taste like a cocktail.
Yeah.
It doesn't taste non-alcoholic to me.
I feel like this is in the Bloody Mary family, maybe?
What?
Just
I'm just kidding.
because of like the pickliness of
Oh, okay.
the
Well, the olive.
liqueur and the olive.
But this isn't. But you know, Bloody Mary's vodka though. Brandon, you're coming out with some weird takes lately. Oh, it's just like a lime. Oh, it's a Bloody Mary.
I'm trying to relate to the people.
I'm just kidding.
I'm trying to relate to the people who don't drink the way we drink.
I'm not gonna lie though. This, I think, maybe could be used in a Bloody Mary.
Yeah.
This, because of that, because I personally like a little bit of lemon in my Bloody Mary. This has the citrus, and I don't know. Honestly, it'd be kind of cool to try. I think we
agree.
should give it a try sometime.
Yeah,
Damn.
it might add some dynamic to the Bloody Mary.
Maybe. Well, hold on. We're almost there. I think, honestly, maybe if we're if we do something similar for a sober October, it might be fun to do a couple of cocktail outings if you're
Sure.
doing sober October this
Sure.
year. But we could maybe try a virgin Bloody Mary, but like not just Bloody Mary, hold the vodka. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Something to kind of replace it.
Yeah, pretty interesting. But anyway, we don't have these people in here for nothing. Let's get some reviews from the audience.
Come on down.
You there in the second row?
They really do let anyone podcast.
pink.
Stop. I think it's tangy, it's citrusy, and it's got a little bit of a punchy bitterness that makes me feel like an adult, and it's not even alcoholic.
I'm pleasantly sorry.
I wanted to be such a hater of this drink, and I like it. So,
I'm not gonna. Well, I thought you were gonna be a big hater because of our sample. You were like, ugh.
Yeah, that sample was trash can.
Real quick, just to speak to something you said earlier, when you're like, man, they just let everyone podcast. I do have to say, the barrier for entry for podcasting is way too low. I mean, look at us. The only
two goons in a
validity this
pod.
show has is a good name. And the main reason I started this show is just so I had the name and someone else can't take it. Because one day, I will learn how to have a good podcast. Anyway, so Danielle, how are you going to rate this? You can use whatever rating scale you want.
It's a
around
hard
here.
rating scale because it's not alcoholic.
Well, I mean, I use my same one. Who the fuck knows what Brandon's going with?
I have a few questions. This
Okay.
non-alcoholic drink, or like alcohol, what is it?
It's an aperitivo, so it's like an aperitif, like similar to Campari. Have you had a Negroni?
Okay, never mind. I meant like, am I like putting like toxic waste in my body?
No. These are all like infusions or like.
So it's like healthy.
Tina's would say it's healthy.
Okay.
It's not like unhealthy, but it's just like extracts.
Tina's goes, oh, it's got an olive in it. It's healthy.
Yeah. Oh, that's healthy. Yeah, we had celery bitters in one drink, and he's like, "Ooh, I'm just melting the pounds off, or the pounds are just melting off."
I'm gonna give it 9 eyeballs out of 10 eyeballs for a non-alcoholic drink, because this is the best non-alcoholic drink I've had besides water.
This is the best one we've had so far.
Besides like a LaCroix.
Yeah,
the
those LaCroix
LaCroix.
slap. Honestly, dude, this might slap with like an orange LaCroix. I mean, which is we're doing an orange Sanpellegrino, so it's very similar.
Thing.
Anyway, what's this? What's this at my feet? Oh, it's the corner goblin.
Don't
She has
kick
something to say. Be gentle now. Let me pick her up.
I have to say, compared to the sample shot we took,
A little rough.
I could drink this on a daily basis.
Uh-huh.
And I do and I do love a drink with a good garnish like an olive.
Yeah, mix one of these up at your desk at work, you know?
Yeah.
See what the boss says?
It's just like very refreshing, and it's just really surprising to me because plain, absolutely not.
rough, right. A little bitter, pickly, kind of, you're like, where is this going?
It like tastes like vinegar. Like I don't.
Yeah, right.
So I'm pleasantly surprised. I think I would give it an 8 out of 10.
Okay, nice.
8 out of 10 what?
No, just 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10 olives.
8 olives out of 10 olives.
All right.
Very
well,
nice.
that's pretty good. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, no, very pleasantly surprised. There's one thing I want to say is on its own, like with Campari, I hate Campari on its own. In a Negroni, brother.
Dude. Well, that might be a little too pickly for me for a Negroni, but...
No. I mean, like, Campari on its own I hate. But
right,
in a
right, right.
Negroni,
Yes.
this, I was like,
The
brother,
building-
did I make a mistake?
Yeah, the building blocks.
In this, I'm like, shit, dude. Honestly, if I was like working, if I worked like in an office building, I'd want to be a guy that always has like a cool drink. You know what I
Right,
mean? Like,
right.
oh, he's not just drinking water. He's mixing up the Tommy special, which we'll get into.
He's not just drinking a LaCroix.
Yeah, but they'd be like, oh, but it'd be cool if you're like at work and then you're just like, oh, Thomas, what are you drinking today? Oh, it's the Golden Hour Spritz, non-alcoholic. Don't
Right.
worry, Deborah.
Right.
Stop calling HR.
Yeah.
But anyway, Brent, I don't know. We're all pleasantly surprised, but big question. What do you think?
Well, like I said, this is the best non-alcoholic cocktail we've had on this channel so far.
I know. I'm like honestly like mad at myself. I'm like, damn, why don't we start with something this good?
Right. Well, it was only up from our start, you know?
Yeah. No, it's lateral, not lateral, upward progression.
Right.
Up. You know what I mean? Anyway, continue.
I think I'm going to give it 7 tanks for the tank 7.
Oh, okay, all right. I was like, tanks. That's really has nothing to do with what we're saying. I really, really like this
It's
a
good.
lot.
It's really good. Very well balanced.
No, hold on. Let me hit this olive before I give the full.
Wait a second. I thought you didn't like olives.
We'll get into it. Damn. It's like gross, but it slaps. I don't know how to describe it. But we'll get into that. Let me actually write that down in the notes for today.
Like a fort when you're drunk.
Yeah.
Gross, but it slaps. Wait, what?
I really, really like this. So for a non-alcoholic, for a mocktail,
Yes.
I'm going to give it a 9 for a mocktail.
9 what?
Blue agaves, of course. Thank you for asking.
Sorry, I'm new here.
Yeah, of course. Well, not. We're also over here like, out of what? How could you not have it out of something? And then I'm like, 9 out of 10. Don't worry about it. But if it was like a cocktail, honestly, I might go 8. I don't know why I don't the sour and the I don't like pickles as in pickled cucumbers, but I like pickled things, pickled radish, pickled garlic, pickled stuff like that. Like the pickliness to it, I really, really like in this.
And if
I
this
never
got-
would have thought that pickle and orange goes together.
If this got you hammered, game changer, dude.
Yeah.
Like, get out of here. Yeah, like at least an 8.
Yeah, no, I'm going to go 8.5
Like
for
Suns and 9,
overall. But as a mocktail, it's a 9.
If it wasn't a mocktail, what alcohol would you use? Just curious.
Probably something similar to Campari.
Campari, and it's just Campari and then Sanpellegrino orange.
Which we could maybe come back to this as a boozy version.
We
try a couple of
please.
try a couple of different aperitifs because there's more than just Campari. But Campari is like a general comparison, not even an equivalent.
Well, I'm thinking Campari, a little bit of vodka, just to kind of bump it up a little bit, and then it kind of. I keep coming back to like the Bloody Mary aspect of it, just because of that pickliness.
I honestly want to try this with some celery salt. I wish I had some.
Pickliness.
It's not a word, so you can say it however you want.
It sounds like penis. Thomas cut that.
I don't... Brandon, I'm sorry. You're on your own in this one. I tried a couple weeks ago. I tried to understand what you were saying with comparing everything to a lime, but this one I just don't get.
I'm sorry.
Because not all Bloody Marys have a pickle aspect.
No, but I don't know. It's like sweet and savory and salty, like, and a little bitter, like a bloody.
So is putting sugar on your spaghetti, my man.
Ew.
You get the sweet and the savory.
Okay.
That's a Leslie Knope special for you. Anyway, it's from the show Parks and Rec.
Oh.
But anyway, yeah, so really, really good. Really, really, really good. I would love to put a pinch of salt or a pinch of celery salt especially.
Yeah, I think it would kind of add a little dynamic.
But if
to
we
it.
come back to this in a boozy way...
Yeah, what would you do?
Celery bitters. But I would keep the alcohol, just the aperitivo, or the aperitif.
Okay.
I would probably stick with Campari, or there's other aperitifs you could try. But anyway, I don't know. Overall, really good, and it just works in a way I was not expecting. I was fully prepared to not like this. He just called me a naysayer.
That son of a bitch. Off he goes.
But anyway, no, I don't know, because for the show is when we first cracked it open, so I hadn't even tasted it because
Right.
I don't know. But just really, I don't know. Really good. Nothing really more to say. But as for like where does this kind of fit in of like, because the last ones were like, do you really need to make room for this in your bar for mocktail? You know what I mean? Like,
Oh yeah,
I think that this is something to keep on hand, like just as like a flavor thing, not even because like we have syrups and bitters and all that. I think it's okay to have an aperitif
There's a place
that's
for it.
non-alcoholic because a lot of times, like a Negroni, for example.
Right.
I don't know if this would work in a Negroni, but this is just an example. But like, say for instance, if you're like, I want a Negroni, but I don't need all the booze, it'd be good to have like a non-alcoholic aperitif.
Said no one ever, but
You know what I mean? Well, just you never know. But so maybe if you're just trying to like cut back, this is a great thing to throw in there if there's already another spirit.
okay, I get
But
you.
I also think this is just cool for like I don't need to drink tonight. Because the thing is, too, Brandon, with this dry January and me not drinking, I am going to these non-alcoholic spirits. One, because I bought them and I want to get through them. But I'm having a lot of fun just whipping something up at home.
Well, I mean, you drink water all day long. You want something with a little bit of flavor, something dynamic, something different to kind of like end your night with.
Well, the seed lip in the rum I had, the Ritual rum, I was mixing that with my Soda Stream.
Okay.
So I was getting some spritzes going. You know, so anyway, I've been going through them and I've been trying different things. There's a non-alcoholic tequila. Been making these somewhat margarita things, not quite, because my Contro is alcoholic. So I'm making agave syrup, lime juice, and I've actually been doing a little squirt of orange to get the Contro in there,
okay.
and that tastes really good. You know what I mean?
Right.
But the non-alcoholic tequila, it's not tequila. But anyway, I think there is a place for this. Whether either you're not drinking,
right,
in general, or if you want to have that option for others, or just to have something to add to your drinks. I really like it. I would honestly recommend this as something to get in general. Not even being like, well, if you're trying to cut back, I'd be like, add this to your bar.
Sure.
Anyway, I've talked in circles, but that's about all I have to say.
So you said that you've been making some mocktails on the day-to-day, or you're ordering them at bars, maybe?
Oh, brother, am I ordering them at bars? So, for those of you that don't know, Brandon is 29 and 1 week old. So, we went out for your birthday weekend.
Right.
We hit a couple of spots. We
deal.
went to El Burro Loco. They have an upstairs, we found out. Very
private.
Yeah, but I was just not like, I didn't know that this, like, there was I didn't know the physical space exists. I felt like we went through a pocket dimension. I was like, this is here?
Almost like a speakeasy, but
yeah,
a Mexican
because when you're on the ground floor and you look up, you can't even see people sitting up there.
Yeah, it just looks like a wall.
But we went up there, we all got our food, and it was your birthday.
Right.
They came out, clapping, singing songs, and gave us all sombreros.
Yeah.
And then someone downstairs was also having their birthday, so they were singing, clapping, hanging out sombreros. With my sombrero, I peeked over the balcony, and the people were like, ah! Like, they didn't even know I was up there. But so that was pretty funny. But yeah, anyway, so that was a great time. Highly recommend. And then after we went to Up Down, the local arcade bar, and that's when I ordered something. Obviously, everyone knows. I had the Tommy Special, which everyone already knows what that is, obviously. But I'm gonna break it down for, I don't know,
those who don't.
Yeah, but everyone already knows what it is.
Right.
But it's soda water, cranberry juice, squirt of lime. I had about 10 of those things, man. They're great.
Well, and then we had some friends that are doing 75 hard that they started
and
first.
I had them on the.
They were like, give me more Tommy specials.
Yeah, the Tommy Special. Did we go anywhere else?
We went to Grizzly.
Okay, but we went to Up Down first.
Yes.
Okay. But yeah, so yeah, the
Armory.
Oh yeah, we went to Armory after
Up Down.
Up Down, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So the Tommy Special was a big hit, so the three of us were slamming them down. And I'm not gonna lie, man, I felt like I was getting a buzz. I don't know if it's the bubbles or the lime.
Well,
but I was feeling good.
I get the from LaCroix sometimes too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about. You slam a couple of LaCroix, you're like, dude.
Well, that's what I was talking to Danielle, and I was like, damn, my head is flying. You know, I'm getting a little kick out of this. And she's like, oh, one time I had a couple of LaCroix, and I was like, damn, I'm getting a buzz.
It's a real thing. I don't know how, and I don't know why, but it's something about the bubbles, maybe.
Bro, I'm telling you, nothing beats that LaCroix buzz. I'm telling you right now.
I was getting it in October.
It's like the first time you have heroin. You're like, nothing's better than that.
I don't know if it's like heroin, but you
It
do
is
you,
for-
brother.
I love bubbles, Brandon. But yeah, so go out to any bar, ask for the Tommy Special. They'll know what you're talking about. But yeah, no, really, soda, cranberry, and lime. Because it's like the sweet, sour,
Yeah, sounds
and then
good.
you got the bubbles.
Can't wait to try it.
Well, and the soda adds the bubbles, but also waters down the cranberry because their cranberry is a little too sweet for me.
Right.
So, yeah,
get
I was
it.
just down in those things. But yeah, no, we had a great time at Up Down. We played some like 4-person Pac-Man. That was a lot of fun. We played this little like raccoon game where it's just a bunch of mini games, and I fucking killed it on the first one, and then you and I tied on the second one. It still gave me first place.
I got second every time. I don't know.
I don't know. It was just a fun night, and then we played Broken Skee Ball.
Yeah, broken skee ball. I was also undefeated in the fighting games for
That's
no
good.
reason.
Yeah, you get into
horrible
a lot
at
of
those, but I was
fights.
undefeated. Well, yeah, what was up with the broken skee ball?
Yeah, so the 10, 20, and 30 gave you no points. The 50 was worth 20. Like, if you got into the 50, it gave you 20.
Which is the top of the
yeah.
middle.
If you got to 40, it gave you 10. If you hit the top left 100, that was 200. If you hit the top right 100, that was 100. So it was a you had to develop a real good strategy.
Well, and then also
I got the high score of the night at 240.
So my good friend Nick early on goes, if anybody hits 500, I'll give you $1,000.
Did he say that, or was that
He
something
did say
you
that.
said?
He said that multiple times, and I kept repeating it.
Oh, I was gonna say,
it
I
was
kept
getting
hearing
people to
you
play
say
it.
it.
It was getting people to play it because it was like, well, all you have to do is hit like 2 100s and another 100
Yeah.
on the other side or either side. You know, like 3 100s will get it for you, but nobody could do it.
I know.
And
It
he was
tough.
like, well,
I had some games where I was like getting pretty high up, and then there were some where I missed all of them.
well, yeah, he was starting to get a little antsy when people were getting close to it. I think I don't think he was being serious, but also,
But he's still like, oh, people are going to start asking me.
right. He's like, if somebody hits it, I might actually have to pay up on this, or
Yeah.
have to fight somebody.
Yeah, Uptown is it's a lot of fun, and it's so funny when we decided we were going to go there. We're like, I left my tokens at home.
And I had brought mine because I knew that's what we were doing.
Well, and you collected all of our spare tokens, so next time we go out, you'll have the.
I have so many.
Well, and it was also like 2 for 1, or like
right.
double the tokens or whatever. So I was like,
Yeah.
oh, I'll have $4 worth of tokens. They didn't give me $8 worth of tokens. They gave me like
16.
no, they gave me like a lot of tokens, like more than I paid for, even with the discount. I don't know the
like they
exact
just gave
exchange.
you a handful. And
Yeah,
here,
and I was
get
like-
out of here, kid.
This is great. And then I felt bad because I gave him all my cash, and I wanted to tip the guy that was giving me the Tommy specials.
Right.
And it's like, can I reverse tip you? Like, can I give you tokens that you then exchange for cash? But that's not how it works.
I think I gave somebody cash. to
Yeah, you
tip 'em
gave
with.
me cash,
Yeah.
and I tipped him.
On my birthday, I gave out money.
Well, you know, you're a very giving person. But
That's true. Well,
and you had gotten a gift from me, so it balanced. I bought you a bottle of rum, which was easily worth more than $2.
Beautiful bottle of rum.
Yeah, except you don't like it, which is kind of upsetting.
I like it.
No, it's
I gotta
this,
try it again.
Can you get the thing? We can talk about it real quick.
Sure. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Thomas's second mocktail.
Yeah. Yes. So just me. Brandon's got his beer, and you know. So you didn't want one? Are you just not loving it, or you got your beer? You don't really need to be sipping 12 things.
A little bit of both.
I thought you enjoyed it.
I'm enjoying sipping on it and enjoying it. But I have had a lot to drink today.
Yeah, both like in terms of like you've had a good amount of alcohol. You also have a lot of fluids.
Yeah.
But so anyway, we'll get into all that. So while
We'll get
Brandon,
into my fluids later.
while Brandon was getting up to get me this bottle of rum, I had to make the second drink. So for his birthday, I got him this Caniche rum, artisanal, imported, distilled in Barbados. And I'm not gonna lie, this was a contributing factor because of the lingo. I've been to Barbados means feeling a little. My head's flying, brother.
A little boozy.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a throwback to like episode 2 or something crazy.
Not 2. It's a little more
4?
recent. It might be like the pirate episode or
I
Yo
think you're
Ho
right.
Ho,
I think
one of
you're right.
those.
Yeah.
Um,
Sorry, episode 6.
Yeah, but so anyway, it's XO, which means extra old, and then double wood. So extra old, double wood.
Yeah.
Always a good time. But no, it came in this really cool little wooden box that you'd slide up.
Slide a slat.
But yeah, it's a dark rum. The bottle is nice, and it I haven't tasted it because it's dry January, but
Smells fantastic.
But yeah.
Got a nice little cork.
But yeah, as soon as I pull the lid out, it just
wafts.
It wafts over me, and I don't know.
What are the notes?
I haven't tasted it, but it smells stronger than I think it will taste. But just like any aged rum, it has that sweetness. I mean, all rum is made from molasses, so it has that like brown sugar caramel kind of. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
I need to
not to be generic, but I'm getting just the classic. The kind
Vanilla,
of the vanilla with that little bit of
molasses,
clove
yeah.
because it has the it's a dark rum, so it has those spices in it. But I'm really hoping that there is at least a sip of this bottle left.
Oh, there will
by
be.
February.
I want to try it on ice
Yeah,
to kind of allow the flavors to.
yeah. And so then,
come
just
out.
in general, this is something a little more meant for. It's a double gold, so it won like a blind taste test.
Okay.
And then they like taste test it again to ensure that it's a gold. But so this is something little more for sipping than for mixing, but you can still mix it with like some light stuff to enhance it. But this just isn't something that I don't know. What are some trashy rum drinks? I don't know.
You're gonna make a rum and coke out of it.
Yeah, like it's just not something that you just throw in. Like
No, and
you guys know the difference between like a good and a higher quality and a lower quality cocktail.
This is gonna go into my decanter up there.
You don't throw it in your Long Island.
Right. Yeah, this is gonna go in my decanter up there.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna drink it occasionally, when I'm feeling special or whatever. But like we've said before,
This might be like, oh, we're having company. Let's get out some shot glasses. Maybe not like a sipping shot glass.
But like Josh and I were big on rum early on in our drinking careers, and so when you gave me that, he's like, dude, we gotta try some of that rum before I leave. And I was like, obviously, yeah.
Did he like it?
He liked it.
I'm like convinced you hate it.
I don't. Hate it.
I don't know.
I don't know why you think I hate it. But no, I'm not going to use this for like only on the special occasion.
Yeah.
Because like we talked about that, you had like that bottle of champagne or something, and you're like, I'm saving this, and you'll never drink it. No, this is going to be like Thomas comes over just for like a boys' hour or something. We're like, hey, let's have a little bit of that rum and go smoke a stick or something.
Yeah, well, and Epictetus, a philosopher from ancient Rome, he has this thing where, like, if you have something that you're holding a little too sacred, like if you have something you're afraid of, like, damaging or getting stolen or getting, like, scuffed or roughed up, it's like, then you shouldn't own it. Like, if you're scared of losing it, don't own it. And so it's like, oh, I have this, and this is different but similar. But it's like, I'm only using this for the most special occasions. That ends up you, like, not ever using it. It's like, then why'd you buy it? Just
because you're
drink it.
Like, this is special, but it's not that special. When you should just be like,
but it's like, what
enough.
What if you knock the decanter over, it breaks all over the floor, and you never got to try it?
Be licking it off the floor, dude.
Yeah, but I just mean, like, drink your fancy alcohols that you bought.
I mean, it doesn't even need necessarily be alcohol either.
But you know what I mean. Like, for this, it's like, I bought this for you. I would be, like, kind of upset if, like, a year goes by, and you're like, just waiting for that real special occasion. I'm like, all right, your birthday wasn't special enough? All right.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway. So I hope to see you knock it down over time.
Well, I'm going to be honest, like, any liquor straight as, like, in a shot glass is kind of mid. Mm-hmm. So I can't wait to try it, like, proper. You know what I mean? With the clear ice cube.
The one time I will disagree with you is a mezcal and a copita.
Well,
that
doesn't count.
Because it's not a shot glass.
Exactly.
It's a copita.
It's not a plastic shot glass. No,
I tell you what, though, I found some glass 4-ounce copitas. I might get some of them. I can't find a good sized clay one within a reasonable price right now. Well,
what's a good size?
Well, the ones I own are like 1 to 1.5 ounces.
Oh, so almost like a shot glass.
Yeah, but I want a 4-ounce one.
Yeah.
And I say, like, not for a reasonable price. It is a reasonable price because they're handmade. It's just not the amount of money I want to spend right now. But there's some glass ones that are a little cheaper, but I want to get the big clay ones. I want to get the big clay ones.
I get the clay for the
But honestly, like, that would be great, too, because I would love to just have that little mezcal, maybe an ice cube, I don't know, and then just have, like, your little lime wedge on the corner.
I'm thinking like a summer day by the pool, dude.
Yeah, and just have my little thing on there. Or just make, like, a real tiny margarita. Just like a real small one. Just get the proportions, like half everything.
Yeah.
It's a real small one, and just...
I love that.
That's what I would love.
That's so
with
cool.
A stick, which we had a couple people in the audience here try mezcal, and they're talking about, like, the smoke flavor. I'm like, yeah, it just makes me want to have a cigar, man.
Mm-hmm. Which we did.
Yeah, in the sub-zero temperatures, -2 out, and we had our little cigars, and holy shit. It's fucking cold out here, man.
Fools, dude.
I don't like it one bit. But yeah,
but we
anyway.
did it.
But yeah, Brandon's birthday. We went to the Armory, had a great time. There was a bags set up, but they were giant, and we played with your shoes until we found some bags.
Well, because they didn't give us, like, giant bags to play with.
Yeah, we played big
giant
beer pong.
Giant beer pong.
Yeah, that's the one thing I do like about the Armory is, like, it has a lot of big things.
Giant yard games.
But the thing is on the ground floor where there's way more room, they have, like, regular size bags. Put the big beer pong down there.
Yes.
Because upstairs the roof is way too low.
I think we talked about this before. We hit the
vents.
rafters. Yeah.
Anyway, no,
it's like an 8-foot ceiling.
Oh my god, though, the Armory though, I got you a Bud Light. It was $6.
Yeah.
Which is insane to me. It was brewed down the street.
Yeah, it's insane. And then we went to...
Oh, and then we went to Anheuser-Busch.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, that later that night, we went to Grizzly, where the beers are like...
Oh, yeah,
$2.
love Grizzly. I got the Tommy Special.
Oh, okay.
That was a good time. But yeah, then the next day, we went to Anheuser-Busch.
It's still
Did
cold,
the
by the way.
finisher tour.
Still cold.
Which is funny because on the finisher tour, you go to the finishing tanks where it's 36 degrees. And normally, when you go in the summer, you're wearing your T-shirt and your short shorts. You and me were wearing our crop tops and cut-off shorts.
Jean shorts, yeah.
Yeah, our cut-off jean shorts. But
Daisy Dukes, if you
I
will.
never thought I'd be so happy to be in 36 degrees.
I know. I was like, oh, this is nice in here.
Yeah.
Zip my coat and everything.
But yeah, no, it was pretty good. But then I couldn't drink. You
But
got
I got
your
it.
you got your fresh Budweiser, and I gave you my glass
Yeah, brother.
of brew. And I tried Bud Zero for the first time.
Not bad.
Not bad. It's like not great by any means, but it's like I didn't feel like I was left out. I still felt like I was drinking a beer.
Yeah, you were still drinking a beer. It
Yeah.
just didn't have alcohol in it.
But yeah, it was pretty good.
I've had that one before. It's not bad.
Yeah, it's very like not bad. That is the best way to describe it.
If you're craving a beer and you don't want the alcohol, or you can't do the alcohol for whatever reason, Bud Zero's not bad.
Yeah,
It's a good alternative.
Well, and then we came back to your place, played a little card game.
Yeah, so
What's it called?
Tripoli.
I don't know, man. It's like this mix of like Uno and poker.
Yeah, kind of. I don't know how else to describe. Yeah, I mean, like we play with pennies.
Yeah.
I got it from my grandparents. They passed away. And so
I'm sorry to hear that. Sorry, I was
Oh,
sipping
it's
my
all right.
drink.
No.
I don't want to just leave you in silence.
No, that's all right. But like my parents held on to the game board for a while, and I was
Wait, I'm
like,
sorry. What's it called?
Tripoli.
Okay, you said that. Sorry.
It's like this. I don't know what you would consider that, like a rubber mat.
Yeah, and then it's
Game
like
board.
it's like a round. Maybe we can post a picture of it, but it's
Yeah.
like a round thing.
Yeah. But you play with pennies and you kind of bet and stuff. Not necessarily bet, but like you put money in to play and you win money off of it and stuff. Which kind of just it makes it interesting is all it is. But my parents held on to that for so long, and I asked them for it every single time I went home. I was like, "Hey, that thing's just collecting dust in the basement. Let me get that." And I don't know if they thought I would like ruin it or whatever, which they know isn't my style.
The other thing that I was saying to Epictetus, like if you're scared of it getting ruined, like then you shouldn't have it.
Right.
Like how is keeping it in the basement better? Because then what?
Yeah.
What if someone broke in and stole it? Like, is that better than you using it and ruining it?
Well,
I don't know.
And then also, I could have gone on Amazon and bought one for $10,
Yeah.
but I didn't.
Hey,
want
let's keep
to.
it in the family.
I wanted my grandparents' one that I enjoyed playing when I was a child.
Yeah, they're not playing it, obviously.
No, and they only play it when I'm there. So it's like,
Watch, they're going to start coming over and playing it, and they're like, Brandon, can we have that back? We like
Nope.
playing it.
nope. But
Yeah,
I'll bring it when I'm there.
But once you got it, you played it like a few days in a row.
yeah, and you played it with us. You can attest. It's
a lot of fun.
pretty fun.
Well, we were, yeah, I'm like kind of itching.
I know.
I'm like,
Fiending
that
for it.
that was pretty cool.
Kinda fun.
Honestly, let's get-
Corner Goblin screwed us all out of our money, but
We could get that going on football Sundays. Have us on this side watching football, and then everyone that doesn't care about football on the other side facing us.
I know, and so the night before, we kind of played it as like a pregame game before we went out for my birthday and stuff, and everybody picked it up pretty quickly and really enjoyed it, and I think we might do like a whole night.
Yeah, when
And make people
you
bring money to play with.
Yeah, when you first brought it out, I was like, I'm getting cooked. I'm not gonna get this.
Right.
But after the first round, I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it's pretty
Yeah.
straightforward. You know, you just y'all can look up the rules yourself.
Yeah.
It's very straightforward.
Yeah, really cool. Really cool. A lot of fun.
Yeah.
I don't know, birthday. But also, you wanted me to bring this up. Our little sword skewers.
We may
that
have
we
mentioned
use
this
for the-
before, but it's kind of along the same lines as the Tripoli game board. So, from my grandparents, they used to host like cocktail parties.
Oh, my grandma did too. Dude, there's nothing better than an old person's cocktail party.
Yeah, and
They got jazz playing.
Yeah.
Everyone's wearing a
Playing
collared
cards.
shirt, playing cards. Bro, we got to bring that back. We're doing
What
it.
are we doing?
Oh,
right now?
shit.
We're doing
We've
it.
already brought it back.
Yeah, so
And then we had our early 2000s music,
Yeah.
which is like their
Yes,
swanky jazz
yes,
to
yes,
them.
Exactly.
Oh, that's
We
hilarious.
were doing it. But no, we were using their cocktail skewers which I think we've talked about before because Tina's used the Javelin one.
Oh, yeah.
Since he was a track guy, thrower. But yeah, I'm actually, the three of us are using their glasses too. So we're using a lot of their stuff, and we're just kind of keeping it alive. You know, we're bringing back the card games, the cocktail parties. I really like this. You know, this is really the Roaring 20s.
The 2020s. Hold on, sorry.
End of my 20s.
Hold on, sorry. I'm logging into my NBA pass right now. The Suns are playing.
Disgusting. Suns in 18.
Honestly, dude, Suns in any amount of number, they suck this year. Well, they don't
Suns
suck. They're
in
just
next year.
Yeah, for real. They're just what's I select the TV provider. I don't need a TV provider. I pay for this.
Right.
You've got to be fucking kidding me.
Suns in 2026.
Why is this not here? Oh my god. Okay, that works. Okay, there we go. Yeah, we got it. Sorry. There we go. So anyway, sorry, Suns are up right now.
Jesus.
Anyway, yeah. So I don't know.
We're bringing back the cocktail.
We're bringing back the cocktail party, and that's
Roaring
the thing
20s.
is, well, and we teased this in a previous episode. We were like, let's build the perfect bar, and we're gonna do that. Just not during dry January because it's like, I don't know. I don't want to talk about how much fun booze could be. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and also your taste is weird right now.
But today I bought a couple of things. I talked about this a couple weeks ago too. It's like we're gonna start making our own bitters. I bought some of the stuff we need.
Oh, you found it?
Yeah, I found because I needed this specific rum, and I got the recipe from the Waldorf Astoria bar book, and so I found the rum. It's the Ray and Nephew Overproof rum, 60% alcohol. And I went to this liquor store near me, Royal Liquors. And the guy was like, "Oh, have you ever had this before?" And I was like, "No, I'm using it to make something else." And I'm not drinking that. He goes like, "Oh, this guy came in and kind of demanded that we start carrying it." So I bought a couple of bottles, and people have been coming in and buying it.
Oh,
so I'm like, I guess I haven't had it yet, and I'll have some on February 1st. But I don't know if everyone's just doing little projects like me, or if it tastes good, or if it's what it's good for. But apparently, this guy's like, people have been effing buying it, man.
so it's flying off the shelves.
Yeah. And I bought 3 bottles.
Damn.
So because the recipes in this book, it's like, so one bottle will go towards making aromatic bitters.
Okay.
And then another bottle will go towards making a citrus bitters.
Right.
And then you use that base to make all these other ones. So that's why it requires the full bottle.
Okay, I got
and then there's some where it's smaller, where it's 8 ounces at a time. So that's what the third bottle is for.
Sure.
Then I also want to have one that we can use to taste. So
I like that.
I have the rum, a few of the ingredients. I just need to get some jars.
Yeah.
Because I need a 32. Also, 750 milliliters is less ounces than I expected.
How many?
It's I don't know, 25 or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a liter is close to 32 ounces. But when I think of 32 ounces, I don't think of a liter. I don't know. You know what I mean? So I was kind of surprised on how close those two measurements are.
I've done this before because I always wanted to know how many shots in a bottle.
Oh, yeah. And you're always kind of that's it?
It's way less than you think. You're like, oh, it's 25 or something.
And there are times on a night like tonight, if we made everyone 2 drinks with that stuff, the bottle would be almost gone.
Right.
So if we did 1.5 or something.
Mm-hmm.
So times 4, that's 12. That'd be half the bottle.
Right.
Anyway, but yeah, so the bitters are going to be happening. It's a 2-month long infusion. So be patient. But then there's some other stuff. But we're going to be bringing back the swank.
Can you make a mead?
Oh, I tried. It tasted like rubbing alcohol. So I'm letting it continue to age.
Got it.
And I don't know. I need to rack it, put it into a new vessel, and see how that goes. So it's my first attempt, but it has to develop a little more.
Gotcha.
And I might have to add in more honey. I don't know.
Right.
Well, because that too, I was looking at recipes, and they're like, look, you can do this amount of honey and water for this level, or you can do half honey, half water or something. And it's this is less sweet than the usual. And I was like, you guys know me. I don't really like a whole lot of sweetness. So I went with the less sweet option.
You are a bitter person.
And I think I was I'm for once, it's not sweet enough.
Wow.
You know, so and we're gonna find out.
Sure.
But I want to not perfect, but get to an acceptable level. And I want to come out with like a prickly pear and a dragon fruit mead, because I think it'd be cool to be like a pink mead.
Right.
You know what I mean? That'd be a
Yeah.
lot of fun. But
I get it.
but yeah, no. So we're just gonna we're letting that roll,
Sure.
and then we're gonna trying to watch the basketball game on my phone. And Danielle just ripped the thing I was using to hold it up. Yeah, Suns and 4, everybody. For those of you that are listening at home, I'm holding up the 4 thing. You had to be there. There are times I forget this is an audio medium.
Stop
What
watching
were we
the
talking?
game.
No, but I
Jesus
forgot what we were
Christ.
talking about. Oh, the bitters, right?
Bitters.
Sorry.
And your mead.
Yeah, so I'm just letting that develop, and we're gonna see how it goes. But yeah, no, I don't know, man. Like, I'm just really excited to get the bitters going, and then I want to get some infusions for different alcohols going. Like when we do Bloody Marys,
Right.
I want to do like, oh, here's our basic Bloody Mary, but then I'm like, oh, I actually have this infusion here.
And then here's Jeff's Bloody Mary.
Yeah, Jeff, the man himself. That's Corner Goblin's. I don't want to say father, because Corner Goblin obviously came out of the ether. I don't know.
Goblin King.
Goblin King. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can hear him scurrying in the Bloody Mary aisle at the store.
More of a stomp.
Yeah, oh yeah, he's a big guy. He's stomping around. But yeah, so I don't know. I'm really excited for that. But then I know Danielle has a vinyl player, but we got to get her some cool vinyls.
Oh,
Well, that's
she
the other
has
thing.
some cool vinyls.
That's the other thing too, is I'm hoping to get some cocktail parties hosted, because I'm starting to build up my bar. Unfortunately, my girlfriend's a bit sidelined.
Right.
From she got some surgery that really took her out of the game, so we're waiting. She's okay. It wasn't like a serious thing, getting the tonsils out, but you know how it is.
Oh, not getting her brain downloaded into a robot or something.
You know, I read a book recently where a guy got his brain downloaded into a spaceship. Kind of badass.
Okay.
It was like pretty cool. But yeah, no. So you know, once we get that, get the swanky parties going, brother.
Okay.
I have a knitted polo that I've been wearing. You saw it. I wore it on New Year's.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I'm waiting for my crocheted polo from Danielle.
The one and only. She is a big crocheter now.
You're waiting for your crochet polo?
Yeah, so you know how I had that knitted polo that I wore on New Year's?
No.
That very cool polo.
I'm trying to think. And I just
It wasn't a polo. It was a short sleeve button up. It had buttons, but knitted shirt. But
Yeah.
I want to crochet. You know what, Danielle?
Oh, just never told me that you wanted that, so you would be waiting.
No,
a long
this is me
time.
telling you.
All right.
Yeah, well, we just
It's
have
hard
like
to wait when you.
every time we
don't
see
even
Danielle,
know.
we're like, "Where's my pants?
Yeah. Yeah. My crochet
Where's my
pants.
this?" Oh, but Brandon, before I forget, because I'm not gonna lie, man, this hour kind of flew by for us. I've had a great time.
Yeah.
A great day. Great.
What
time.
happened?
But you know, Brandon, we were talking earlier about the olives.
Yeah.
And I want to give a little bit of background on this. So I went to a happy hour with my friend a month ago in December, before the dry January, of course. We went to this 801 Chop House out in Clayton. Real high class affair. We actually got dinner there once because it was celebrating like a birthday, a promotion, a pregnancy. There was like a lot going on. I'm like, let's make a special occasion. Don't worry, it's not me. I'm not the one that was pregnant, so you know.
Also not a promotion. He's still a piece of shit. No.
Yeah, I'm still a goddamn degenerate. No. So there's a
lot going on for this person.
Yeah. There's a lot to have be happy about.
Celebration. Yeah.
So we went out and we did not hold back.
Hey, yo.
And it was expensive, right? Like the
As it
steaks,
should be.
the cheapest steak was like $50.
Can't take it with
Yeah.
you.
But
Might as well spend it.
3 of us got steaks, and someone got like a $45 chicken, and then we had like a $20 appetizer, a $15,
was there a-
$16 salad.
Was there a fattened roast duck inside that chicken? Jesus, dude.
I tell you what, though, the chicken was like,
amazing.
I'm not gonna lie, like I was kind of like, damn, I should have gotten that chicken.
Let me
Like,
get a little.
this is a steakhouse, but that chicken slaps.
Let me get a
So
little
anyway,
taste of that chicken.
get the chicken at 801 Chop House.
Got it.
And when I say I had some martinis, I mean I had
Name the amount of olives you had.
Well, no. This comes back.
That's how I want to
well,
know.
no. This comes back later. This is not the olive night. I'm just giving the background of how I know about this
I was gonna
place.
say it would be funny for you to tell us how many martinis you had based on how many olives you had.
That would have been good, but that's back. I was still doing my martinis with a twist. But I had maybe all of their martinis. They were like, "I'm sorry, sir, we're out." No. So me and my buddy that we were there with, we had a lot, and my girlfriend had a cocktail, but she just had like the one. I had
all of them.
Yeah. And it's funny, man. Like these martinis, they were like, it was just gin, man. I'm like, is there vermouth in this? I don't. You know when they're pouring it,
dry.
you know when they're like pouring it, I'm like, leave the bottle, and I'm just pouring the bottle into the no. But so anyway, we get the bill, and it's like $680, and I was like,
how many people?
4. It's a lot. But so I was like, I'm sorry, did you say 680? He's like, I told you it's going to be expensive. I'm like, yeah, I know, but
Didn't know I had to
What?
put a second mortgage on my house.
I know. And he's like, I'll just put it on my card, but I need you to Venmo me quickly. Like, you know. And so we still joke. We'll send each other the Joe Exotic, like, I'll never financially recover from this. And we'll send, even to now, we send this, and we're like, I'm like, still
Remember
recovering
one
from
steak,
that dinner.
That one steak and all those martinis we had? Still recovering.
No, but it was so cool. So you pick your cut of meat, how you want it.
Lovely.
But if you're paying that much money for a steak, you got to go, like, medium rare, man.
Have to.
But then you also get to choose your which butter you want on top of it.
I'm sorry, what?
Which butter? So you want my girlfriend got a bone marrow butter. I got a truffle butter, and there's like other options.
Oh my god.
Yeah. We can
gotta
go.
go.
Dude,
We gotta go.
We can go.
We gotta
We just
go.
can't. And I looked at the receipt.
Not $600.
Well, no. I looked at the receipt. It was because of all the martinis. Before the drinks, it was still
Reasonable.
expensive.
But reasonable.
But yeah, if I didn't get the drinks, it would have been like, oh, only 400, no problem. But $680.
But yeah, like you're expecting to pay like $80 a person.
Well, no,
throw
no,
in
no.
a tip.
Yeah,
100 maybe,
I would say
whatever.
I would maybe say closer to like 90 to 100 per person.
Right.
I don't know. I guess you could get away with 80.
Well, 100 total with like tip. So that'd be
No,
20%.
no. It would probably be like 150 to 200 for 2 people. I don't think you could get out of there.
Yeah, no, like 100 a person.
Oh, per person. Yeah,
Yeah,
I thought you
yeah.
were saying 100 for both of them. Like, I don't know about
No.
that.
I understand that you're a gentleman
Yeah.
and that you pay.
Yeah. But anyway, no,
I'm
really
not.
good. I would love to go again. We just cannot get all of the martinis. I'll be like, can I bring my own can I bring
own
my own
kit?
Bud Light?
Can I bring my own kit?
Yeah.
Make my own martinis here at the table?
But anyway, it was really good. So anyway, we went back to that place for a happy hour. They have a very reasonable happy hour.
Okay.
And we were just getting regular martinis. This friend of mine, we love martinis together.
What are you, James Bond?
Something like that.
Shake and not stir. Sometimes you gotta give him a little schmack.
Yeah. Sir, how do I? No, I might have. Mine martini might have actually been stirred. I don't know because it didn't have all those like ice particulates in it.
Usually I think they're
But so
stirred.
they had we had like a martini,
Right.
how you would normally expect them, but then
Proper.
they also had their
Flavor.
our
Yeah,
martini, and so it was
Twists
vodka
and- yeah.
and gin, and with an olive. And I've been getting my martinis with a twist. I'm like, I haven't had an olive since I was like a kid. You know what I
Right.
mean?
So you thought you didn't like olives? Or
Yeah.
something? Gotcha.
Well, because I didn't when I was a kid.
Most kids don't.
Yeah, and so I ordered it, and then I like got the olive because I was talking to my friend. He's like, "You might like it. It's good. Like the olive juice and the thing, like the brine, is pretty good."
Yeah, it's like pickles.
Yeah, and so I got it, and I was like, nah, I don't know. And I took a bite, and I was like, "Damn, that's good." And then the bartender behind the counter goes, "Welcome back."
I got him.
And I was like, "Oh shit!"
Dude,
But yeah,
that's awesome.
it was a blue cheese stuffed olive, which I
Whoa.
love blue cheese.
Okay.
Which I almost got those for this drink, but this drink called for like that specific kind of olive, and I was like, not everyone likes blue cheese.
Right. Which we know because every time we order wings on Sundays, we get blue cheese just for you.
Blue cheese is
Welcome
the
to the
goat.
Midwest, dude, where we get ranch with our wings.
Yeah, well, I used to hate blue cheese, and then I had it, and I was like, oh, this shit's slap. Maybe if a lot of the things I think I don't like, I just haven't had.
Probably.
I gotta go through what do I not like. I do hate bacon. I hate that shit.
Still?
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't know why.
What are you, communist?
Something like
Not
that.
American.
No. Hey, the only good communist is a dead communist.
Is that coming from your father who fought in Vietnam or whatever?
No, that's a Thomas. That's a Thomas Gordon original. Never been said before, even though that was like the big quote during the Red Scare. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know. So that's just how I got back into it, and then on this off, I'm like, gross, but kind of slaps. I don't know. I think the blue cheese does add a lot to it. I don't know. Either way, I'm excited for us to get to martinis, which we have to do soon.
Yeah. Not in January.
No.
I want to bring something up that I just kind of found out recently, and I think I told you about this. Super Bowl Sunday this year, since they moved it to the second Sunday, falls on the Sunday after the Saturday of Mardi Gras. That is going to be a heavy weekend.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to be taking Monday off.
I'm going to have to.
Yeah. Just to recover. I tell you what, dude. It's too bad like the Saints aren't going to the Super Bowl because that'd be kind of cool.
Oh,
New
that'd be
Orleans.
crazy.
Dude, well, there was one year where, like when the Saints won the Super Bowl, it was that, and then the next week was Mardi Gras.
Right.
So it was just extra crazy.
Yeah.
Because they do their parade like right after.
Insane.
But anyway, damn, it's too bad we weren't here for the St. Louis Super Bowl parade. That would have been badass. In like 2000,
I don't know.
Kurt Warner.
No, I don't understand the Super Bowl parades. I guess I understand them kind of, but
you
I
gotta do a
don't get
parade.
like going to it.
All right, sorry, I want to engage in but anyway, it would have fallen on like our Mardi Gras.
Yeah.
Is what I mean.
Yeah,
that would have been cool.
Yeah, it'd be cool.
But anyway, yeah, no, I'm excited for that. It's gonna be a good time,
Dude,
I had a great time at the last Mardi Gras.
fantastic.
That car blew up.
You got hit in the face,
Yeah. No, and for those of you listening, the car really blew up.
and he really got hit in the face.
Yeah. Honestly,
two different events.
Yeah, they're not connected. And I was not hit in the face by the exploding car.
Right, that's what I mean.
But I tell you what, that was a very St.
That person
Louis.
definitely connected with your face.
Yeah. But that was a very St. Louis day. I was like, I'm really here. Except I do that when I'm at the grocery store. I'm like,
You're like,
Missouri. What am I doing every time I drive to work?
Okay,
There's
Missouri.
the arch. You don't see the arch in Scottsdale. That's for sure.
Everybody, every time they drive past look, the arch.
I know. Well, I was telling my friend at work about that. He's like, "Oh, we all do that. You're just driving. You're like, oh, there it is.
The arch, yeah.
Yeah." But
You know what I say? Home.
Home.
I'm home.
I know my mom calls me all the time, and she's like, "Oh, well, you abandoned your family. Have fun in your new home." Or I'll be like, "Oh, it's cold out." You know what she did today? She sent me the weather of Scottsdale.
Brother.
Yeah, and she's like, "You left this for St. Louis."
So my grandpa would do that to my father. He would call him when he knew we were getting like a snowstorm or something and be like, yeah, because he lived in California. He's yeah, I'm sitting on the front porch. It's a balmy 65 degrees. I might have to put a jacket on.
I don't know. That's how
what's
my mom
it doing
is.
over there?
Oh,
We're like, you son of a bitch.
when we went to Anheuser-Busch, Danielle, she saw me, and I because it was like 2 degrees out or -2 or whatever it was.
Yeah, real temperature.
I had a t-shirt, a sweater, jean jacket, flannel jacket, and then like a big bulky Carhartt jacket. There were so many layers, it kind of puffed my arms out.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Man, this is how Thomas dressed when we came to visit him, and because they came to visit me in March a couple of years ago." And she's like, "That's how he was dressed when it was 65 degrees out, and he
In
was still
Arizona,
asking
yeah.
for another jacket." And I was like, "Yeah, I guess the blood's finally starting to thicken up, you know."
Yeah, right.
Oh, and then you saw Shane Gillis at Anheuser. Is that what it was?
Yes. So backstory. The night we went to do things
Real quick, this drink is so fucking good. I love this shit.
It's pretty good.
It's so good. I might be making these at home.
So we went out for my birthday and everything, and Colleen and Josh were with us to pregame, and they were leaving because they're going to go see Shane Gillis, the comedian, and go watch him perform. And
he's really gotten very famous very quickly. He has some very viral content. I see it all the time on like my YouTube and Instagram.
people are just catching up. They're just catching up.
Right.
He's always been good. They're just catching
Well,
up.
no, that's what it's like. It's going viral. Like it's really
Yeah.
His internet presence, I feel, has spread very quickly, is what I mean.
Yeah, I mean, like, he was on a steady trajectory, and then it just kind of spiked.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, so they went and saw him perform, which is cool. I was kind of jealous because, like, I'd love to go see him sometime. But the next day, we had the tour, and we're walking down this alleyway at Anheuser-Busch, and there's, like, a group of people walking past or whatever, and they're like, hey, how you guys doing? Are you enjoying yourselves? We're like, yeah, it's great. And
No wonder they were in such a good mood, giving a private tour to somebody.
yeah, and so I saw his facial hair, and it clicked in my head. I was like, I've seen that person before somewhere. How do I recognize them?
It's a very wimpy beard, and you're like, I know that.
No,
I know it from
it's
somewhere.
like a soul
Well,
patch
no,
and
but
a
it's
wimpy
it's
mustache.
wimpy. It's like you're
It's
like
hilarious.
only one man has that.
Yeah. And, I was like, it didn't click because I was like, yeah, no way that's actually. And then I remembered that Josh and Colleen just saw him the night before. They're also on this tour, by the way. Didn't notice him at all.
I didn't
Saw
notice
the
him.
guy on stage the night before. But then
Yeah,
he was like,
Danielle and CG didn't notice him.
they don't know who he is.
I don't.
He was 10 feet past us, and I go, holy shit, that was Shane Gillis. And famously, very, very large supporter of Bud Light and a very heavy Bud Light drinker.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh.
His favorite light beer, Bud Light, kills him, just
Yeah.
on his podcast on Joe Rogan with his friends. He just demolishes like 30 beers.
So it was. I'm sure he had a great time.
Oh, I'm sure he had a great time. Well, yeah, I saw his goofy fucking
I don't
smile
even
on his
like
face.
the-
I was like, oh, dude's been like 10 Bud Lights deep
I
already.
love
He
going
probably
on
put
the-
his mouth up to the spigot on
Dude,
the...
I love those Anheuser-Busch tours.
the best.
I've gone to the finisher one like 3 times.
Also, that tour
I've-
guide, amazing.
Yeah, Dave. He's a character.
A funny guy.
No, I love him. I want to go on more. Very affordable too. Honestly, underrated.
Well,
Anheuser-Busch tours.
We went on the finisher tour.
Because I'll say this: everyone that works there cares about it. All the tour guides love it.
You can tell, and it shows. But the finisher tour, like $22. You get
$20 and then the $2 taxes.
You get a hat, a glass.
And the glass is $10.
Glass is $10. Throw a hat in, and then all the free beer.
Yeah, you get 2 free beers minimum
At least.
and then because you go in and you get the beer right off the spigot in the finisher.
Right, they let
And
you
then
fill your glass and stuff.
Depending on who your guy is, maybe they might be like,
Top her off.
you can top it up. I won't say anything.
Yeah, it's either going to pour on the
Unless
ground or you
that's
fill
not
your-
allowed, in which case Anheuser-Busch, no one has ever said that.
It's either
Dave didn't.
Well, it's either it pours on the ground or you put it in a cup and drink it. Like, we're not wasting Budweiser.
I'm not gonna
out
lie.
here.
There are times where I just walk up and do it again when they're not looking. No, but no. I love the
Just keep
Anheuser-Busch
getting
tours.
back in line.
That's the thing. Well, yeah, but I mean, they know people love making drink beer, and that's the other thing. Anheuser-Busch doesn't really make any money from the tours.
Yeah,
It's kind of made to just break. I mean, obviously they want to make a little more money so they can pay people better and all that, but it's really just meant to be like, come on down. We'll show you what's going on.
right. Yeah, it's kind of like
We love making beer, and we know you love it. Let's show you how it works.
yeah, they're just breaking even on those essentially.
And when the brewery was first designed, it was made with
Tours in mind.
yeah. And so on the Day Fresh tour, they take you through all these things, and it's
Right.
like, wow, these buildings and these certain rooms are really ornate. It's like, no, they were like, we'll put
People
a
are-
tour through here.
People are going to be in here.
Yeah,
Let's make it look nice.
yeah. So fun fact. So it's like, wow, this building was built here in 1899. It's like,
you ever been to Urban Chestnut over here?
I don't think so.
Wait,
Yeah. I went there for Oktoberfest. Tina still has my giant mug.
Oh.
Anyway,
but they have like a self-guided tour.
that's cool.
So they have like things on the walls, and you just kind of go to each number or whatever, and they set it up that way.
You know Modern Brewery?
No.
Oh, I went into their little brew area. I was friends with a girl that's dating their brewer.
Oh.
Which that'd be such a fun little job. Just be the brewer for a little brewery.
Bastard.
Yeah. Just go in there and be like, what am I going to make today? Something.
They used to do a co-op, or I guess they still do probably, a co-op with the college I went to.
Who, Anheuser?
Yeah, for the
Yep.
engineers.
Yeah, that's still there.
And I didn't do it
Because
because
I'm always looking at jobs over there, and I see that.
I didn't do it because you have to take a semester off.
Can you do it now, or do you have to be a
You
student?
have to be a student.
Enroll in some other engineering program.
I mean, if I'm gonna work there, hire me. I'm gonna actually work there.
But you should apply. I think you'd really enjoy it. Great benefits.
Yeah, the free beer.
Yeah.
Save me so much money. pay me what I'm making now and give me free beer, I think I come out ahead on that one.
How much you making now? $2 an hour? That's pretty good.
4.
Oh, ooh, you got a raise.
Minimum wage, you know.
Yeah.
The state did it, not me.
Minimum wage like 100 years ago, man.
I know. I made like $8.25 minimum wage when I was like 16.
That's about what I did. I worked at Harkins.
I worked at
The
Steak and
Harkins
Shake.
Theater. Yeah, you
Steak
told
and
me
Shake,
that.
dog.
I drive by the original Steak and Shake all the time, but it's like closed
What do you
now.
mean the original?
Like the first one. Isn't that out in South County?
No.
Never mind.
Maybe the first one in the city.
Thomas, cut that.
The first Steak and Shake was in Bloomington Normal, where I'm from.
Is that where you worked the first one?
No. The first one became a Monocle's, which is a pizza place. The one I worked at was the third busiest in the country.
Damn.
Yeah.
And that's where you learned your calmness under pressure.
Yep.
Well, I don't know, Brandon. Brandon, I'm gotta say, great conversations today.
I could talk to you for hours.
I don't know, fun talking to you today.
Easy talking to, man.
Yeah, great mocktail.
Have me back sometime.
Yeah, I'd love to. Well,
Maybe when you're boozing, though.
yeah. This show, it's really more of a solo thing.
Yeah, but I thought you shared a drink with friends.
Yeah.
Am I not your friend?
You're something. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, well, you bring up a good point, Brandon. This is the show where you share a drink with friends. So that's why it's a pleasure to have you on. It's a pleasure to have the live studio audience. It's a pleasure to have this drink. Brandon, this is a great mocktail.
It's good.
If
It's
your
the best one
goal,
we've had.
if your goal is to have something that tastes like a cocktail, because whether or not you like this as a drink,
Right.
it tastes like a cocktail.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Kind of cocks your tail.
Yeah, exactly. So this is very good. You kept comparing it to a Bloody Mary. I think it's much closer to a Negroni.
I think
because
you're right.
Negronis, they can also put in that the twist of orange.
Yes.
But
Oh, yeah.
no, it's
100%.
yeah. So even if you don't like this, I think you would taste it and be like, that tastes like a cocktail.
Yeah.
But I personally really enjoyed it. Everyone in the show or in the studio finished theirs. But overall, pretty good.
Pretty good.
I'm glad to have you on. Really appreciate you making the trek out all the way from the third busiest Steak and Shake. I know you have a lot on your plate down at that place.
It's also cold outside. Not an easy move.
It is literally freezing. But anyway,
Literally
I
below
will say
freezing.
this, dude. Thank God it's been like dry snow lately.
Uh-huh.
There's no ice, no slush. All the snow buildup on the car falls off like dust.
Yeah, just
Thankfully. So
blow it right off.
driving around has not been an issue. But I need to get some
thank goodness.
sandbags for my truck.
Yes, definitely.
That's why I've been driving in my other car. But yeah, anyway. Anyway, I think that's going to wrap it up for us tonight, Brandon, if that's all right with you.
Fine with me.
All right. So, Brandon, where can they find you?
At Brandon Churchill on YouTube, Brandon_Churchill_95 on Instagram, Brandon Churchill without the U and Churchill on Twitter, and find me in the streets. Not right now because it's cold though.
Find him in the streets in
When it's
the
warm
summer.
out. Yeah.
As for me, Thomas, your host, of course, you can find me on Instagram at CaptCoolKid. That is CAPT Cool Kid.
I think that's my neighbor
Is that
screaming.
singing,
Yeah.
singing
I
neighbor?
had this on the last episode too.
As well as Bad Boy of Botany on Instagram. You can follow the show at I'm sorry, I'm just laughing about the singing. I'm trying to get through it.
I know.
You can find the show on Instagram at Gin and Thomas Podcast. Find us on YouTube at Gin and Thomas Pod. And with the Instagram, make sure to follow us because we do off the pod drink reviews. We ask for questions. We post the drinks and the recipes and things like that. And we're also just keeping up with what our drink. I'd like you to get on there more, man. Not throw up, but throw up like whenever you're like out drinking. Post it to the story. Let people know what you're drinking.
You got it.
That's what we should start doing more. Let them know what we're doing.
Yeah.
But yeah, so stay tuned. And then like we went on.
Don't worry about that.
So just things like that. But anyway, also ginandthomaspod@gmail.com. Email us your
Questions, comments, concerns.
any of that, drink recommendations, anything like that. My mom emails the email. So
Hi, Mom.
hi, Mom. We really appreciate it. But we'd like you in the inbox too. Come on out. The sun's getting real low, and the temperatures are dropping. Danielle went home, and I don't know. CG started scurrying, probably to the corner.
Back to the corner
Yeah.
of the street. Oh, shit.
But
Thomas got that. No, don't cut that. Leave that in. Never mind. Well, I don't know. Whatever you want.
anyway, everybody, you know how we close it out here. Please drink responsibly. Don't drink and drive. Don't drink and con a boat. And it's important to remember.
Don't drink and scoot.
It's important to remember why we share the drink with friends. You know what I mean? Have a good drink with good company and have a good conversation. And with that, be safe, be kind, and good night.